Hello everyone, and welcome to ServiceNow scripting course. Basically, in this course, we will learn about JavaScript from very beginning, how to declare variables, and then how can we use advanced concepts of JavaScripts like object and arrays. Then we will also look into the client and server side scripting. What are client scripts? What are business rules script includes? And we will look into Glide APIs. What is a glide record, what is glide form, what is glide system, etc. And then we will work on various use cases. Okay. So let's get started. So first, you will get your personal developer instance, which is this. Okay. This is your personal developer instance where you can write scripts, build some custom apps. Okay. And you can get it from developer.servicenow.com. You can go there, just simply sign up or sign in, and you can claim your instance. Okay. Now, to learn scripts, what you have to do is you have to practice on an IDE, just like VS Code. Just like VS Code, ServiceNow provides ServiceNow provides their IDE, which is in the form of scripts background. Okay, let's look into that. If you type scripts background under system definition, you will find scripts underscore background. And let's open that. Okay, yes. You can uh, type your script and then you can run your script and you can see your execution results here. So this is how your IDE in ServiceNow looks like, where you can develop use cases and perform so many actions. Okay, so let's get started. So, like, what is a JavaScript? So basically, JavaScript is an programming language, basically a programming language where we can perform some calculations, some logic. Suppose I have to write 100 lines of code and suppose I want to automate something. Okay, then we can use JavaScript, just like many other languages like Java, C++, Python. JavaScript is also a programming language where we have the functionality to declare variables using loops to execute something again and again. Okay, then we have if and else blocks to perform conditional things. Okay, so first thing first, how should we like declare a variable? So in JavaScript, you can declare a variable using var keyword, variable, and then any name, suppose first name. Then we can declare our variable. Okay, suppose John. So what a variable does is variable is a container that holds your value. So suppose in the database, in your memory, there are free spaces. Okay. So in the memory, you have declared a variable where it holds data. So first name you have declared. Okay. So we have declared first name John. So this is nothing. This is a variable. Okay. Variable is used to hold a data, to store a data. Okay. For storing data. Okay. So now for storing data, we have different type of data types. Okay, we have different types of data types. So this is string, where we are storing us like suppose a free text. Okay, then we have number, where we can store integer, floating point numbers. Okay, suppose variable my lucky number equals to 10. Okay, so now if you observe, I am using a specific type of formatting in the numbers. So if you look into that, suppose I have written my lucky number. Okay, what is this? This is basically known as camel case. So it is a best practice to use a specific type of naming convention. Okay, camel case is nothing but a naming convention. Okay, where suppose you want to write first name. So what you can do is you will take the first word in small case first, then from the second word onwards, you will take their first letter in the capital form, and then you will take this as a whole. Okay, so just like this, I have used my lucky number in my in the small, then lucky, first word in capital, and then number. Okay, so this is camel case. Camel case, which is a naming convention. Okay, naming convention. Okay, now it is a best practice. So what is a best practice? Basically, best practice is worldwide, all the developers has have identified some of the things that we can use in common. So suppose other than me, anyone will work on any script, will be understand, okay, so this is the camel case, so this is first and this is name. So he or she maybe understand what I'm trying to say. So best practice is a common thing that is used by all developers. Okay, so let's get back to the data type. So we have declared string, number. Same we have Boolean. Now what is Boolean? So Boolean is true or false. Suppose we are we want to return something to check either it is true or it is false. So we can declare Boolean data type. Suppose like what is lucky. So either it is true or it is false. Okay. Then we have also data types like basically undefined or null. So undefined. Now what is undefined? Like as the name suggests, suppose we have not declared anything. Okay. But we are using that variable. So we have not declared. We have not declared yet. Okay. So suppose just like console log. So console.log is a function that we will use on the front end side to print something. Okay, so console.log basically to log or print something. Okay, it is it is for front end. Now, same functionality we have gs.info, same to log or print something, but for the backend. So this is the backend. So suppose I want to print gs.info and suppose I want to print first name. If I run the script, you can see John is printed because I have declared this variable. Okay, but suppose I want to print last name. Because I have not declared this variable, it is undefined. So if I run this, it will throw an error because last name is not defined. Okay, and also we can check the data type using type of keyword, type of last name. It is showing as undefined because we have not declared last name yet. Okay, we can write as we can check data type using type of. Okay, so suppose I want to check first name data type. Then I want to check what is the data type of my lucky number. Then is lucky. Okay, if I run the script, you can see because last name is not defined, it is showing as undefined. Then first name is a type of string, free text. So it is showing as string. Then 10 is a number. It is showing as number. Then true or false is a Boolean value. So it is showing as Boolean. Okay. So using type of, we can check the data type of any variable. And we can declare variable using var keyword. Okay. I hope you will understand this. Then what next? Okay. So suppose we have declared some variables. Okay. Let me comment out this. Okay. Also, commenting. How can we comment these? So you have a question. What is this? What is this? Why all of these are in different colors? Why this is in different color and this is in different color? So we can comment out some things which we don't want to execute. So commenting is basically for for basically a note which help us understand, but it will not execute. Okay. Also, we can also use this type of. So this is for single line commenting. Okay. And this is for multi-line commenting. Multi-line commenting. Okay. So as I said earlier, commenting is also best practice because suppose you are working on some logic and you are going on a leave. So some other developer will pick up that story or that script. So you want that if in future anyone will work on that script, they will have a better understanding. So generally, for every piece of logic, we will write comments. So it will help others to understand what we have done. Okay. Now let's go to operation. So let's do arithmetic operation. Okay. Now suppose I have declared variable a is equal to 10, variable b is equal to 5. Now I want to perform some calculations. Okay. And I want to store it in total. So a plus b. And if I print that total, run the script, it will show 15 because a is 10 and b is 5. So the total is 15. Okay. We can directly put our calculation in the info also. Suppose I want to do a plus b. So what should be the result? 10 plus 10, 20, 25. And if I execute this, the result is 25. So we can also perform various type of arithmetic operations also. Okay. Suppose, so in arithmetic, we have some shorthand properties. So suppose I want to achieve a equals to a plus 2. Okay. So what will be the result? A is 10 and 10 plus 2 is 12. Okay. So we can write it as a plus equals to 2. This is shorthand. Okay, and so if I want to print this now, so we have declared a equals to 10. First, 10 plus 2 equals to 12. Then 12 plus 2 equals to 14. So the result will be 14. 14. Okay. So let me comment out this. And if I comment out this as well, now because a is 10 and we are performing our calculation to this line only. So 10 is equals to, basically it is doing same as 10 plus 2. A equals to 10 plus 2. This is a shorthand way to write something. Okay. So the value is now 12. Okay. So we can use shorthand property for everything. Like suppose b is equals to b minus 2. So we can write it same as b equals to b minus equals to 2. Suppose a multiply equals to 5. Same for every arithmetic, like for addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division as well. A divided by 10. Okay, this is the shorthand property to write any arithmetic operation. Okay, now, so we have seen number of arithmetic operators we have. Okay, so arithmetic operators, we have plus, minus, multiply, divide, and then we have modulo. I will explain this. And we have exponential also. Okay, so suppose, let me comment out all of this for a better understanding. Okay, now we have a is equals to 10 and b is equals to 5 and nothing in between because all of these are commented out. So if I type gs.info and let's take smaller values like 2, 2. Okay, so a plus b. Okay, copy this, paste, paste, paste. Okay, so a plus b, a minus b, a multiply by b, a divide by b, a modulo b, and so this is simply addition. And we can also put here. So yes. So the concept is, suppose we want to concatenate string addition plus any other result. So in the info section, we can write strings as well as any logic. Okay, we can concatenate it. Okay, so same for, like, let me copy and addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, modulo, and then exponential. Okay, okay. So in subtraction we have a minus b, multiplication we have a, division, modulo, and exponential. Okay, so if I run this, okay, so we have error at line number. Okay, got it. So okay, run this. Yes. So for addition, straightforward, 2 plus 2 is equals to 4. Okay. For subtraction, a minus b is nothing but 2 minus 2 is 0. Multiplication is 2 multiply 2 is 4. Okay. Then we have division, 2 divided by 2 is 1. But now what is a modulo? So modulo is nothing. So what is 2 modulo 2? And we have the result is equals to 0. So it is basically modulo is reminder. We all know, like, if we divide 2 divided by 2, so 2 ones are 2 and 0. So this is our modulo. Okay. So if we suppose we have suppose we have 10 modulo 4. So what will be the result? Okay. So if we divide 4 by 10, 4 2 times is equals to 8, and then we have remainder is equals to 2. So this is our modulo. So 10 modulo 4 is 2. This is the functionality of modulo. So if we type, so if we do 10 modulo 4, we will have 2. Okay. And now what is exponential? And now we have what is exponential? Suppose 2 exponential 2. What is this? So it is nothing. It is power. So 2 exponential to 2, which is nothing but 4. 2 exponential to 3, which is nothing but 2 multiply 2 multiply 2, which is 8. Okay. Sometimes ServiceNow ID doesn't support all the JavaScript functions, but exponential is nothing. So suppose we have 2 exponential 4. What does that mean is 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 multiply 2. Okay. So exponential is nothing but the power. Suppose 2 exponential 3 is 2 times 3. Okay. So 2 4 is 16. Because if we reduce this, what will we have is 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 multiply 2. Okay. So this is exponential. Okay. Then next. So let me first comment out this. Declare. Now we have comparison. Comparison. So what is comparison? Is comparison is nothing but less than, greater than. Comparisons are nothing. Suppose less than equal to, greater than. Okay, greater than equal to, double equals to, triple equals to, not equal, not equal to. Okay, so now suppose we have variable John number. Suppose John's number is 10 and Candy number is 15. So then how can we use comparison operators? Okay, so it will basically comparison will return Boolean values, which is true and false. Okay, so if I write gs.info, John number is greater than Candy number. So if I run this, what will happen? John number is 10 and Candy's number is 15. So it will return false. It will return false. Okay. These are the comparison operators which we can use. Suppose Candy number is also 10. So what it will return? It will also return false because it checks, is it greater than, not equal to. Is it greater than? No, it is not greater than, but it is equal to. So it will again return false. But suppose if I use greater than equal to operator, then it will return true. Because yes, John number is 10 and Candy number is also 10. So it will return true because it is greater than equal to. Okay. Same thing we can try for like, suppose 10 is less than 5. What it is? Okay. Let me comment out this. Now what it is? 10 is less than 5. No, it is not less than. So it will return false. So 10 is less than 15. Yes, true. 10 is less than 15. Okay. Now, what is double equals to and triple equals? Okay, now let's understand. So suppose I type gs.info, and then I type 5. Then I type double equals to, then I type 5. They are equal. No, they are not equal. So what should it return? It should return false. But what it will return if I run the script? It will return true. Why? So the question is why this is returning true. The answer is because double equals to only checks value, not data type. So how JavaScript works internally? So suppose we have 5 in string and 5 in integer. Okay, so internally JavaScript will convert both the things in string because it does string conversion at the time of compilation. Okay, so that is why it is returning true. Okay, so but we want it to check the data type as well. So we can use triple equals to. So if I comment out this now, if I check again, it will return false because triple equals to checks for the data type as well. Because triple equals to checks for data type as well. String is not equal to a number. Okay, so that is why if we want to compare data type, we should use triple equals to. And if we want to compare only the values, only the display values, we can use double equals to. Okay, and same thing, what is not equal to? So not equal to is the negation of equal to. So suppose if I write 5 is not equal to 10, it will return true because 5 is not equal to 10. But if I write 5 is not equal to 5, it will return false. Okay, so this is not equal to. Okay, we can apply these comparison operator to anything. Like suppose if we want to compare true and false, suppose true is not equal to false. Obviously, true is not equal to false, so it will return true. Okay, so these are the comparison. Then we have also covered arithmetic operators. We have also seen the shorthand properties. Suppose a multiply equals to 5 is same as a equals to a multiply 5. It is just a short form to write this. Then we have also covered what is commenting, single line commenting and multi-line commenting. Okay, we have uh, also see that how can we declare variables. Okay, the types of variables we have. Okay, also another thing, we can only initialize a variable, suppose third number, like that, and we can declare anywhere else. Okay, we can initialize and declare anywhere. Okay, so I think that's it for today, and I will share these codes and this whiteboard information, okay, in the description. Okay, okay guys, bye bye. Thank you.